We got our resident scout, Daniel Jeremiah, the coach, Steve Mariucci. I'm Chris Rose, and everybody, we're getting ready for the on-field drills for the defensive linemen. But everybody in the Twitterverse still talking about what Jadeveon Clowney did the first hour of our coverage, a 4.47. That is the unofficial time. As far as the rest of his brethren there on the defensive line, some pretty impressive people out there as well, starting with Coney Ely.
Who's a very impressive player overall, can play defensive end, moves into the defensive tackle in the sub and nickel packages, could possibly stand up, be an outside linebacker, the best defensive end in Missouri. He can play.
How about Scott Crichton out of Oregon State?
4.78, good time for Scott Crichton. This is a good football player, a very polished pass rusher with a lot of production up at Oregon State. It'll be interesting to see how he does in the field workout portion for the rest of the day.
Aaron Donald out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and this is a first-team All-American. He won the Outland Trophy, guys. 4.65, that's a good time. He's 6 feet and 3/4, but you know what? He packs a punch. 35 on the bench.
Rashid Hageman out of Minnesota. Intriguing, Charles.
Intriguing and huge. And for as much grief as Jadeveon Clowney has caught about effort, Rashida Hageman has to deal with the same questions. You can plug in one tape, looks like an All-American. Another tape, looks like he took the game off. He's got some questions to answer about that.
And Jadeveon Clowney, here we go.
Dropped down to 266 to put on a show, and he's putting on a show. What at a time? 4.47. We'll see what that translates. Talked to some teams that had times in the stands. They had high 4.4s, some low 4.5s. It's fast.
Well, you know what? We can simulcam it, and that's the best way to do it until we get the official numbers. This is DeAnthony Thomas out of Oregon, who weighs 90 pounds less and ran a 4.5 officially. So Clowney a little bit slower, which of course now makes him undraftable.
But did you see the 10-yard split though? You know that get off is what a pass rusher needs. He's with him right there.
And here he is just dusting Johnny Manziel, who officially clocked a 4.68. And so you wonder whether or not he can chase down quarterbacks. He can, because this is Cam Newton and Colin Kaepernick, and he beats them both.
That's good stuff.
Cam was a 4.6. and Kaepernick a 4.63. And in honor of the Daytona 500 being run yesterday for about 12 hours or so, we're putting miles per hour on him, 21.7. Dre Archer yesterday, clocked a 4.26, was 23.5 miles per hour. So just puts you a little bit of
His car's a little bit bigger than the Dre Archer car.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, nice chassis on that guy.
Mass times acceleration.
As I mentioned, guys, Twitterverse is blowing up. Will Blackman tweeted in, Clowney should pull a Dion and just go home after the 40. Good point. What about Derek Mason? You'd be crazy to pass up Clowney.